Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. What we're going to talk about today is Mahadao. It's a new cryptocurrency that just was listed through PokeStarter. It's almost like Uniswap, but it's PokeStarter. No, it's not from Polkadot, but yeah, I thought the same thing. Anyways, it's like Uniswap. It's just for those small cryptocurrencies, and yeah. Anyways, let's get into it. What is Mahadao? So let's go ahead and get to our wisdom one-liner. This is Proverbs chapter 23, verses 22. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Guys, that's called respect. Give your parents respect. Everyone's got a parent. You weren't just born out of nowhere, unless you're Adam and Eve. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. Mahadao. Here's the website. Check it out. Pretty simple. Nothing crazy. They're mainly looking to be like MakerDAO. If you guys don't know what MakerDAO is, basically it's a protocol that issues stablecoins, or a stablecoin, which is your DAI, in exchange for Maker. And it's basically a relationship that goes together, and it's ongoing. So if you wanted to get some DAI, you would lock up some Ethereum, or you can even lock up Maker and get DAI issued for it, and they usually have like a collateralization ratio. But if you guys didn't or don't know about MakerDAO and what the project is, I made a video on it. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can understand what it's about. I'm trying to make this video short so you can watch the Maker video to understand what that's about. So basically what MakerDAO is looking to do that's different than Maker is instead of having DAI back to fiat, which is not really good because they're printing so much money right now. It's like, well, you're backing it to a asset that is going down. So what MakerDAO is looking to do is back it, or have a ARTH coin, which is DAI, back to a pool. So it's basically a value coin. So instead of just being one token, instead of just being one token back to fiat, it's also going to be back to other assets. So let me show you their, where is it? So here's their team, just so you guys can see them. Go ahead and do some research on it, see what you guys think. You can also look in their Telegram, their Twitter. You can do some more research, just search about them. But basically, this is what the project is looking to do. So with the ARTH token, the initial DAO vault, or Mahadao vault, will contain an index comprising of 80% fiat currency, 15% gold, and 5% Bitcoin. So basically what that means is it's not all fiat based. So while gold is going to hold that store of value, Bitcoin is going to be that value that kind of goes up a little more at this time. This is currently what the initial vault's going to be. So obviously what that means is it's initial. It's going to change. So that's going to give you the value of the ARTH value coin. So ARTH is technically not going to always be equaled at $1. Because if you think about it, $1 today is not $1 5 or 10 years ago. You don't have the same purchasing power, period. I mean, you guys see everything going up and everything's like, oh, it's because inflation. No, forget inflation. It's not this. It's because the stinking government is printing the mess out of the money. I mean, I pay you guys taxes. Why are you inflating my money? Forget it. Anyways, that's a side note. I shouldn't really bash out on that. Obviously, pay under Caesar's what is Caesar's, and same with the United States government. If it says the United States government on it, I pay it to them. So Mahadao is a stablecoin platform that is governed in a decentralized manner by the Maha token holders. It's a smart contract controlled, vaults are used to mint ARTH, an innovative new kind of currency backed by a basket of assets, which we talked about initially, are going to be your Bitcoin, gold, and fiat. ARTH is designed to counter wealth depreciation by maintaining its purchasing power regardless of fluctuation in other market assets. So this is also really needed in the crypto industry, because going from fiat to crypto is like sandpaper, man. I mean, yeah, it's you can do it. It's easy, but it's not. I guess sandpaper is a bad word, but it's not easy to use. So, or not easy to transfer. So it's so much easier to go from Bitcoin to stablecoin, from stablecoin back to Bitcoin. So easy. But when you go from Bitcoin to a stablecoin, your issue is you're going to a stablecoin that's back to the fiat dollar. And if you're holding that long term, you and I both know the way this government is printing this money, that stablecoin you got ain't worth nothing, bro. So when you have the Maha, the ARTH token, that's going to be backed a little towards Bitcoin, gold, and fiat. So technically you can kind of get in on that upside. Even though you're selling your Bitcoin for a profit, you still have that backing of the stablecoin, or not stablecoin, of fiat, and you have that stability of gold, and you have that the 10xing or 2xing in this case, or 5xing, whatever the different predictions are for Bitcoin. I'm going to get bashed for saying 2x, all those Bitcoin maximalists, but anyways, Bitcoin does have a good upside. Don't get me wrong, guys. I like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's cool. Not financial advice. It's just my opinion. So yeah, it gives you that somewhat of an upside. So it's much better than holding that dollar. So you guys can read this article. It's pretty cool. This is just talks about Mahadao just coming out on the Polkadot DEX, which is a new decentralized exchange that came out in October. So let's hit in the tokenomics of Mahadao. Mahadao, really cool. They just started December 17th. They went mainnet. They started at like, actually it was way less if you got in the pre-sale. It was like 50 or 25 cents a token. And it shot way up. It went as high as 18 bucks on some exchanges and dropped off to like 8.96. They're still listed on PokerStarter and they're on Uniswap. So if you want to buy them, you can go straight here, Uniswap. Just click this and it says boom, done. You buy Uniswap. You deposit ETH and you get Mahadao. It's easy to do. Oh, this is also what I like. So their current market cap is 7 million. So this is a really, really low market cap. If you want to compare that to MakerDAO, MakerDAO has got like a, what is it, 600 million market cap. So there's plenty of room for growth on this. Where is it? Here it is. Circulating supply is 777,000. The total supply is 10 million. And this does decrease over time because they do have a token burn mechanism. I do like that. So here's a little bit about the Mahadao. The picture is kind of confusing. It still really isn't that great of a picture. Well, not this picture. I'll show you the other one. So basically this it shows how it's collateralized. So with assets, talks about stable coins, other assets, cryptocurrencies, and then it goes to elastic ones, which are oil, food prices, gold, and then it goes to markets, which are bonds. So basically it's trying to say is Mahadao is just like the balance of all this. I really don't know how all the interworkings work, and I don't know if it hasn't been proven, but it's a great concept. I love the concept. So it's just like email. I don't know how email works, but I love the concept and I love how it works, and it's proven, so I use it. So this is the second picture I was talking about. So asset A, asset B. So say you have 100 of asset A, 100 of asset B. Asset B explodes. So or basically asset A. So if asset A explodes, then buy B and sell off A. So then it just levels it out a bit. And there's your Mahadao token coming into play. So it's basically a rebalancing. That's all. So it's really cool. This is the smart contract part of it. So if you guys watch my Maker video, you'll understand what that means. So what ARTH token can be used for is business, personal, institutional, governments, used for anything. Cross-border transactions, compatible with other tokens and currencies and blockchains, so you can actually trade with this just like you can trade with DAI. Obviously, it's not on other exchanges because this is still kind of starting off. It just started like 3 days ago, guys. So there's not many videos out there on this. I'm one of them. Check it out. Do some research. See what you guys think. If you guys are liking this video, smash that like button. If you don't like it, hit that dislike button. I want to get 100 likes on this video. Help me get 100 likes, guys. I know it's not asking, or it seems like I'm asking for much, but I want to be able to get at least 3,000 subscribers by January. Help me hit my goal. See what we can do. And guys, this is what I'm looking at the project. I do like it. It's not financial advice, but you guys can check it out, see what you want. These are the two exchanges they're on. Here's their tech they're using. Basically, in a nutshell, what they're looking to do is basically be MakerDAO, but their DAI, quote unquote, their ARTH token is trying to be a little more stable and trying not to get diluted with all the fiat pumping. So a lot of people really don't get into the white papers, but we're going to go ahead and get into the white paper and read about it. But basically, they even talk about in the white paper they're trying to be MakerDAO's concept of DAI. So calculating the buying power of an asset, you guys can read the white paper, see what it's looking like. It's simple, but the main purpose of ARTH is to ensure that the buying power of minted ARTH tokens never go beyond a certain point, and employ strategies to enable the vault to increase the net buying power by locking in greater collaterals as market fluctuates. So that basically means that the basket of assets they choose, it will change. So here's the debt to collateral ratio. Man, guys, this is horrible. For example, a collateral with 150% debt to collateralization will allow for 50% of the collateral's value to be issued in the form of ARTH tokens. So mainly that means is if you have $100 worth of Bitcoin, you're basically going to be able to get 50 ARTH tokens if they're worth $1 a piece. So that's how you can understand that. And this just talks about the liquidation if you don't keep that vault in correct form. So mainly what the MakerDAO platform does, just watch the video. It'll make more sense so you guys can understand it. I don't want this video getting super long. So these are the rules for rebalancing. You guys can read about this. It's the same thing. But this is also what I thought was kind of weird. So they do, because I guess they learned from the previous DAO hack that happened, but they do have a emergency shut off. Where is it? Here it is. Emergency shutdown. So protect against like an attack, malicious government, or a critical bug, or long-term market irrationality. So these are different things that can happen. There is an emergency shutdown, so not everyone's just going to be randomly liquidated, and they do have a limit on it. It's initially 1 million Maha, so keep that in mind. They also, for the stability fees, they do charge a high amount for liquidating a vault, so there's a disincentive for letting your vault get liquidated. And there is a low fee to start one because that incentivizes growth of the project. My goodness, I can't talk today. So, yeah, simple project, pretty easy to do. I like the concept. It's the same thing as MakerDAO, but instead they have the basket of assets. You guys saw how successful MakerDAO is, so I really like this project. If you guys like this video, smash that like button. If you didn't, hit that dislike button, and thanks for watching, guys.